So guys, we are getting ready to talk about the Daredevil Born Again Season 1 Episode 9 finale. This, of course, is the spoiler live discussion. Guys, I cannot wait to talk about this episode. This episode was fucking badass. This was a badass season finale. Now, mind you, I have like one little thing that kind of annoyed me, which we'll talk more about it when everybody gets in here. It's probably my only like gripe, I would say. Let's refresh the chat. Let's redo that because I know it'll help when more people get in here. Okay, you said, Troy, you said, bro. Troy, you said, let's go. Okay, yeah, guys, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. This episode was titled Straight to Hell, Episode 9, the season finale of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, and this episode was 1 hour. This was a 1 hour season finale ender, and they left us on a pretty big, like, oh shit, like, shit's real. And the one thing, actually, I would say that I have two gripes. One is by Sony. Fuck you, Sony, because if you would just let Marvel have Spider-Man back, I'm jumping off building, damn, Miguel, damn, bro, what the fuck? Oh my god, that was so good. Holy freaking crap. I'm gonna need rehab. Miguel, you said... Sony, you suck, because if you would just let Marvel have Spider-Man could show up in season 2, because Fisk has literally New York City on curfew, an 8 o'clock curfew, and being a vigilante is illegal. Are you kidding me? The task force is everywhere. Fisk has everybody in his pockets, and the fact that we can't have Spider-Man because Sony is weird annoys me. That was my biggest gripe, because I can only imagine if you could get Spider-Man in here. Oh my god, dude, I can't even. It would be the peakest thing of all time, or at least get this to kind of blend into a Spider-Man 4, of this be the storyline of how does he be Spider-Man in a world where you can't be a vigilante, and with the task force and everything. And bro, what we could have had, it is annoying, because I can only imagine what Dustin Daniel Cretton would cook if they wanted to interconnect this to Spider-Man 4. It's sad. It's really, really sad. You said, I'm gonna need rehab. I recorded for 2 hours. Damn, okay, Miguel. Troy, you said, I was hoping Spidey, bro, but I knew he wouldn't get him. Yeah, I know he wouldn't get him, yeah. I don't know what to do. Miguel, you said, was so good. I don't know. Dude, what Fisk did, oh my gosh, yes, to that commissioner. Oh my god, he ripped bro's fucking head off. Like, he ripped skin off bro's head, squeezing it. I mean, if that's not more violent than bro smashing someone's door in that, like, someone's head in the door, they outdid that. So I just want to give a shout out to Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, because holy shit, the directors of the show that did episode 7 and 8, with Dario Scardipan's, writing, I believe. Like, that dynamic duo of those three, wow. Like, I'm really, really blown away. Like, they really topped Fisk slamming someone's head in the door, with bro literally ripping someone's head off and face off. Like, that was really, really gruesome. I do gotta give it to them there. Doing the Fisk, yeah, my gosh. To see why Vincent said he was surprised they left that in. Wow. Hard to watch. It really was hard to watch. I woke my sis up. You did? You woke your sister up? Yeah. Yo, Roby, you said, I don't know if that's true, but I've heard it somewhere. Yeah. That looks, Tam, now that the door, anyway, you said, that looks tame now with the door, and I never thought they'd say that in a million freaking years. What? Say what? Marvel, what'd you say? Fisk squashing Gallows' head was more graphic than him killing the Russian with the door in season 1. I 100% agree. I don't want to hear anybody say, have that be the pinnacle anymore. They outdid that. And I mean, that's all people talk about when they talk about the violence in Daredevils. Oh, like, Fisk smashed the Russian, I think it was Anatoly or it was Vladimir. I can't remember which one it was. But one of the bros heads in the door in season 1. Everybody uses that as like, oh, that like that's the pinnacle of violence. They outdid that here, all in one episode with Punisher and Daredevil teaming up. I shit you not, those vigilante task force did not stand a chance against Daredevil and Punisher. Oh my god, especially Punisher was fucking everybody up. The amount of blood, gore, guts, everything, they did not hold back one bit. This was one of the most violent episodes I think of all time of Daredevil. Like, this is the most violent. I think out of all of the Netflix, even the Punisher stuff, this was probably the most violent I've ever seen it get. I do gotta give credit where credit is due. We gotta give him credit, guys. Like, I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, well, I think Punisher was more violent, or, oh, like, no. Like, this episode alone, nah. And this makes me excited to see what Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead do in season 2. I think I remember right. Isn't it? Yeah, I think it is Justin Benson is one of the director's names. If I'm correct, if I'm saying it wrong, I don't know. But they're cooking for season 2. I'll tell you that right now. Just alone by episode 8 and 9, yeah, we're in really, really great hands. I'm very, very excited. Bro's head got squished like a freaking melon, 100%. I'm saying I never thought I'd say the car door scene is tame now compared to this scene. Yeah, Marvel. Holy shit. Like, it was really, really gruesome. It was gruesome. It was really, really gruesome. Like, I'm actually like, I was like, bro was gonna smush his melon in the damn, like, squish his melon, and he got his melon squished. Punisher fucked up everyone. Miguel, you're not wrong. Literally destroyed everybody. And even Matt was fucking him up with the Billy Club and shit. Oh my god. Gee, it was so cool. Some of the best choreographed fighting I think I've seen in Daredevil was this episode. Was the team up was so cool. Just to see Punisher and Daredevil actually teaming up was so cool. And the fact that Karen asked Frank to do that favor to watch over Matt after he got shot, after she got right on the flight out of San Francisco to go to New York in the middle of all the chaos is actually insane. I just want to say Heather, because Heather is going to work for Fisk. Her, because that's actually like crazy that you're not going to believe Matt. You're just going to like shrug that off. That's an girlfriend. I just want to put that out there, because how is your girl going to say, oh, I'm like, after everything Matt said, he's using you to get to me. He's a crazy man. He's done terrible things. How are you not going to believe that? Just because he took a bullet for bro? That's just doing a good thing. Even though I still think that's whack that he took the bullet. But how are you not going to believe him, and you're just going to be so willing to want to work for Fisk? That's actually crazy. So, especially they set up here that I think Karen and Matt, I think, might actually date again. Actually date. I wouldn't even say again necessarily. They didn't really date for long. But I think their relationship is, there's something going to be, I think they're going to do something with their relationship going in season 2, which I'm fully on board with, because they were talking about how like Matt was like, oh, like, I could hear you and Frank's heartbeat when it was like all awkward. And it's like, clearly there's some, love there, but but he's like, and she's like, I also heard like how you, I think Karen said, I also heard how your heart, sounded towards me. And he said, oh, it was probably just the adrenaline. No, like, she still loves Matt. I think she really still does love Matt. I'm really hoping that they have a relationship like building up in season 2. I'm not a part of the fandom that wants like Frank and Karen to get together. I think I'm not a fan of it. I don't want it. I've always shipped Matt and Karen together. That's what I want personally. But they did kind of, acknowledge the fact that Karen, I think, both loves probably or cares for at least Frank. I would say she probably loves him too, but I think if anything, I really want them to go more on the route of Karen and Matt getting together than the whole Frank and Karen shit, in my personal opinion. I've always been on that side. But I'm hoping they kind of build towards something. Or like they're kind of leaving the doors open and like, hey, there could be something here going into a season 2. You know what I mean? The possibilities are endless. You said, okay, there's a lot you guys have been saying. You guys are blowing up. Was it? You said, I think... Marvy said, I think this even topped the scene in Punisher where he destroys the guy that was blind in one eye, and I thought that scene was so violent. Are you talking about like can't remember his name, but the villain of the one that ends up like Frank ends up finding out the dude that killed his family. I can't remember what his name was. Russo. I think it was like was it Jimmy Russo or something? I forget what the hell it was, but yeah, you know what I mean. Jigsaw. I think that's what they called him. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. He like puts his face against the glass in season 1. Marvel, you say, I actually think they kind of took it too far. I mean, damn, yeah. Born Again season 2 is about to be an all-timer. This was really good, in my opinion, and better than Daredevil season 2. Yeah, I mean, I loved me some Daredevil season 2, but even then, they did some great things. I would say it's on par, I would say. Would I say better? I'm not sure, but definitely on par. I think so. Well, I think season 2 has the possibility of beating season 3 if they play their cards right. I think so, possibly. They're cooking up crazy shit in season 2. All my homies hate Heather. Yeah, Terrell, I hate Heather. I'm kind of hating Heather right now, to be honest. I was a Heather supporter. I don't know so much anymore. Marvel, you said, bro, this was the best episode so far. Though, I mean, now the stuff with Punisher, dude, so good. Yeah. I need Matt just to cuss out. Everyone. Marvel, you said, yeah, needs to dump Heather and get back with Karen. I think, honestly, him and Heather aren't dating anymore. Honestly, if she don't, I think that was kind of her saying, we're done. Her leaving, saying, Matt, get some sleep, I felt like it was kind of her saying, we're kind of done. If that doesn't do, I mean, the fact that you left your man after he took a bullet and you're like, go get some sleep, I'm leaving, is kind of crazy. If she loved him, I think she would have stayed. Was it? You said now, Roby said now we know why Matt only has one suit. No raw lines, I think. No raw lines, I think. Agent, I'm confused. What's going on? What? I don't wait. Why do you guys think he only has one suit? I don't know. He has multiple. I think he has multiple suits. Hence the helmets. I didn't catch it. I'm so confused. But yeah, that Billy Russo scene is extremely violent too. It really is. I think that was the one you were talking about, Marvel. At least that's the one I kind of put together. That scene at the end of season 1 is pretty violent. When he's like scraping bro's face against the glass and he's screaming. It's pretty violent, I will say. But I'm not gonna lie. I think they topped it with all the shit they did with Punisher in this episode. I think tops all the shit he did in his seasons, in my personal opinion. They did some crazy shit in this episode with him. Crazy stuff. They really pushed the violence, and I will, and if anybody says otherwise, I think is insane, because I really do feel like that this is the most violent I've seen in Daredevil or even Punisher itself, this one episode. But yeah, like I said, the other gripe that I had is at the end of the episode, but along with the fact that Sony being a bitch and not letting Marvel have Spider-Man, because I could only imagine what they could have done, maybe having Spider-Man pop up as a cameo in season 2, or even in Spider-Man 4, like Spidey and Daredevil, or Spidey trying to kind of find his way around the task force and vigilantes not being able to be a thing, and just, everything. Like, the events of New York, I don't see how it doesn't affect Spider-Man 4. Like, how does the events not affect Peter? I find that very hard to believe, but then again, it's Sony being asses, so Marvel's gonna have to try to find a way where they can't, like, I don't know, I really don't know. It's just, like, Fisk has to be mayor in Spider-Man 4, right? Like, the events, like, unless it takes place, I mean, he could still be mayor, maybe becoming mayor by the, like, in Spider-Man 4, where maybe this stuff doesn't happen yet. I don't know, but I can't picture Spidey not crossing paths with Kingpin, or the events of this finale not affecting this storyline of Spider-Man 4. I just don't see it. We'll have to just wait and see until we get, like, a Spider-Man trailer, or kind of like Spider-Man 4 trailer, or kind of get more of an insight on what Spider-Man 4 will be about. But, like, if he's just being Spider-Man in New York, and this has to be around the time that Peter's still doing his thing, around the time of Spider-Man 4, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they do, but I just don't see how this can affect the Spider-Man 4. Like, this is huge. What's going on in New York? Like, I don't know. As much as I love most of Born Again Season 1, I think my ranking is Daredevil Season 2, Daredevil Season 1, Daredevil Born Again, and Daredevil Season 3. That's damn. That's Marvel. Daredevil season 3 is at like the number 4? That's crazy. That's actually I don't know if I'd put it that low, but it's interesting to hear your rank on that. That's actually that's pretty big. That's ballsy that you put it at number 4. That's actually crazy. You said of Daredevil, I think honestly. Okay, Roby, you said what I meant was now we know why Matt has only one Daredevil suit in season 2. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, with him repainting it and kind of, I guess, even though I still feel like it doesn't sort of make sense because he had all the other masks, I feel like he has other suits, and we saw another suit in She-Hulk, so it is interesting to me why he wouldn't wear one of those other suits. Why is he painting this suit? I feel like we still need more context on why Matt paints this suit, but black with the DD. I need more context. Marvel, you said, bro, the episode really felt actually part of the Netflix series. It really did. It really did. Yeah, we should be seeing Spider-Man's reaction to this. I mean, I would hope so, Marvel. I mean, how do you not? How does this finale of Fisk putting the task force out there, vigilantes are against the law, and also the New York City having a curfew and under being like martial law. Like, how does this not affect Spider-Man 4? Like, that's what I'm saying. This Spider-Man 4 must take place way before, I would assume, Fisk becomes mayor. I would assume, because if not, they got to have some sort of mention, or this has to be some sort of, they just got to do something with this, because I just find it very hard to believe that this doesn't affect Spider-Man 4. I hate Sony and their legal contract that Spider-Man can't show up or be named in other MCU projects outside of his own. I know, same Terrell. It's bullshit. Marvel, you said, I don't know. I mean, hard to say. I love season 3, but there's some episodes of season 1 of this season I like more than a lot of the season 3. Okay, understandable. Roby said, didn't the suits got blow? Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. The suits would have got blown up. Okay, that's what you should have led with, Roby. I understand now. The suits got blown up. That's why it explains that Matt only has one suit. I would have understood that a lot better. But yes, Roby, you're exactly right. The other suits got blown up when Matt's apartment got blown to shit. Exactly. Thank you. Made it a lot more clearer. I understand that now. That's why he only has one suit. That's why he paints it. Okay. W. Okay. Makes a lot more sense. Okay, cool. My mental stability means nothing tomorrow. Wait, what? It's nothing tomorrow? Marvel, you said, bro, that Luke Cage cameo, though. My bad. Wait, I didn't see no Luke Cage cameo. What? No, you're good. Roby, you made me understand what you meant. Perfectly clear. I understand it, and it makes sense. Now, that now makes sense why Matt only has one suit, because his apartment got blown up. I will say, though, the season 3 finale is better than 85% of Born Again. I mean, yeah, like I said, there were some standout episodes for me for Born Again, and I actually want to give my ranking of the episodes and give my ranking of where I put this amongst the seasons. This is definitely above season 1 for me. I'll tell you that off rip. I like this season a lot more than season 1. I mean, this season, what Marvel was able to do, even though, like I said, some people had problems with the mixture of the writing teams and the director directions, because there was 2 different directors, I believe, two different writing teams. I do gotta say, I still prefer this over season 1. Season 1 was never really my favorite, but this is definitely going over season 1. What Luke Cage cameo? That's what I'm saying. I didn't see Luke Cage. Well, wasn't the driver of Gallo Luke Cage? No, he was not Luke Cage. Marvel. It wasn't, what's his name? I forget what's his name. Is that like, what was it? I can't remember bro's name. Mike Coulter. It wasn't him. No. Everybody go back to the scene where Gallo gets in the car. It's not him, Marvel. It's not him. No. It wasn't Mike Coulter. Okay, my bad. No, you're good. But like I said, the other thing, like I said, that was probably one of my gripes was at the end when Matt says we need an army, or we got to put a team together, or an army. I could have swore when the doors opened to Josie's bar, I thought it was going to be the Defenders. Did anybody else feel like we were going to see the Defenders when Karen opened up Josie's, like, the doors to Josie's bar, I could have swore the team was going to be in there. Like, add on Cherry, add on the other detective that we saw in episode 5, add on, like, Josie, that's cool, and some other detectives, that's fine, or cops. But, oh my god, would it have been even, like, the chef's kiss if the doors opened and the defenders were there. I shit you not, I kept saying, because I thought it was going to end when Karen was saying, don't go in there, don't go into the port, you'll die, like, don't do it, and he says, we're going to need an army, we can stop Fisk, and it ended. I was like, no shot. I was like, is this going to end right here? I was like, what a cliffhanger, because not knowing if, like, Frank's still alive in there, not knowing, oh my god, like every season 2 is up in the air, how is it going to go? But now we have a clear line of, like, oh, they wanted to cook. They're like, let's not give away all the sauce. Let's not show the defenders. Let's build up to that. Like, let's have Matt maybe get some of the or like show up to some of the defenders' door and say, I need your help. Look what's going on. Let's do it. I understand why they didn't have them, because they probably don't want to give away too much sauce. Because, I mean, even though if they would have done that, I would have flipped my desk. I kid you not. I said that to myself when it kept going and it didn't, when it ended after Matt said to Karen, we need an army. And it ended, and then we see, like, Heather going to Fisk, and we see more going on. I was like, okay. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I really do feel like we're going to see the defenders here. And then the doors open, and we see Cherry. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's cool. I was like, could have had the defenders here, but I was like, that's cool. That was one of my gripes. But like I said, they didn't want to give away too much sauce. So I understand. They didn't want to give away too much sauce. So that's why we had Cherry, the other detective, and some other cops, and Josie. Okay, I'll take it. Even though that would have blew up the internet if the defenders were right behind that door. I shit you not. I'm not lying. I probably would have flipped my desk. Or you would have had me, I would have just kept jumping around. That reaction probably would have been insane. I was getting my hopes up, and right when the doors opened, I was like, damn it. But I was like, that's cool. Cherry and them were here. That's cool. But I was like, defenders would have been better. But yeah, that's probably my only gripe, is the fact that defenders weren't behind the door in Josie's bar. I'm fine with it. They don't want to give away too much sauce. Aaron Moorhead and Justin, Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. I feel like I'm screwing bro's name up. I think that's his name. I think it's his name. I just want to make sure, because I hate to be wrong. I want to say it's his name. Yeah, Justin Benson, Aaron Moorhead. I should have stuck to my guns. I thought I was correct, but I just wanted to make sure. Oh, the guy's in here. Let's go. Yeah, I thought you. Okay, Miguel, you said, yeah, I thought the defenders were there. I mean, I think that's. I wonder if that's what everybody thought. I thought that big time. The guy, you said, I kind of wish that the Frank monologue and Commissar Philly cheesecake guy death were separate scenes and not intercut. It stepped the Bernthal spotlight. It stole the Bernthal spotlight a little, and I was like, get back to the speech. I'm confused. What are you talking about? Like, cheesecake? Philly cheesesteak guy? Who the hell's the Philly cheesesteak guy? Who's Philly cheesesteak guy? I kind of wish Frank monologue and Commissioner Philly cheesesteak guy. Oh, Death. I get what you're saying. Okay. I was like, what? But yeah. Okay. Gallo. Okay. I get what you're saying, the guy. I understand. It would have been cool to kind of see the monologue keep going, but it got cut. It kind of got overshined by Fisk squeezing Gallo's head. I get what you're saying. I kind of agree with you there. But I do like how it kind of bounced back and forth, like showing that there's still a threat. Like, it's like, yes, Frank is belittling, I can't even say the word, belittling the task force, saying you guys are a bunch of clowns, a bunch of fools. And it's kind of like, even in this situation, Frank being stuck in this chair in front of the task force, he's not afraid, and he's still clowning them. Like, you guys are clowns. You guys are using my logo. You guys are bullshit. And then you bounce that back with, Gallo talking to Fisk with all the other task force members around, and you still see that threat of, like, Gallo, you're talking, but, like, this is scary, dude. Like, there's no way you're not shitting your pants. Like, I was like, so I kind of saw why they did it, because I feel like Fisk doing what he did to Gallo, like, makes Frank feel small in that scenario. Like, there's still, like, it's like Frank isn't getting the one up. Fisk still gets the one up. Like Frank in this moment lost. Like he's not getting out of this. But I do appreciate that the end credit was Frank getting out, because I didn't buy that you could cage up the Punisher. Bullshit. I was like, bullshit. I was like, there's no way in my mind that Frank doesn't get out. So thank God. I'm also happy. I just want to say this off rip, that they kind of put the whole Foggy is alive to bed. Thank the Lord. If people still go on thinking Foggy is still alive, you're playing yourself. I'm sorry. Thank God. I hope this was Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead's way of saying Foggy is dead. That's it. That was what we uncovered, is that, Foggy's, connection to Fisk and them was to the ports, was to Vanessa and the ports, and Fisk and Vanessa's plans with the ports. And Foggy just walked in on that and walked in at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's why Vanessa put out the hit on Foggy. No more than that. Foggy is not alive. Like, let's put it to bed. Let's stop fucking doing a new Rockstars thing where we overanalyze. Like, let's not do that. Like, it's put to bed. Foggy's in the dirt where he should be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but where he should be. Foggy's dead. He's not alive. It's over. If they somehow, if I hear fans somehow managing to still speculate, oh no, he's still alive, he's going to be in season 2. No, he's cut. He's done. Kaput. Gone. Thank you. I'm just glad. Like, they put it to bed. I don't see any more, Easter eggs or connectivity or no. Done. It's done. If somehow he still manages to be alive in season 2, after they just wrapped it up, I think perfectly fine, I'll be like blown away of like, that's so stupid. Because you wrapped it up. Where there's no little Easter eggs going into, he's still alive. No, he's cut. Done. Dunzo. Even Vanessa admitted when Fisk saying, I know what you did. You put the hit on Foggy because he went in at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was running into your operation at the docks. I understand why you did what you did. Done. No more going like, I have him trapped in my basement. Like, no. People look too much into things too sometimes. It's ridiculous. The guy Fisk smushed his head. Yeah, the guy Fisk smushed his head. Yeah. Bro, I can't believe they left that in. Yeah, Frank was a savage. He really was a savage. He said you were a bunch of clowns. That was probably one of my favorite sequences with Frank, saying you guys are a bunch of clowns. I really wish he would have been like, you guys are using my logo, but you don't even know what it's there for, what the logo means. That would have been cool too if he would have went more into that. Like, you know what this logo means? Like, some crazy shit would have been cool. Defenders aren't here because we know Marvel is hella slow with finalizing contracts. Yeah, I believe the theory that they were actually negotiating and finishing finishing theories during the Doomsday chair stream. Okay, like finishing contracts during that. Okay. Finally. Yeah, seriously, finally, Roby, like, it's done. Like, let's not, Foggy's dead. R.I.P. the Foggy Bear, but he's done. He's gone. Like, let's not keep that shit going. What would you think if there's a storyline for like a whole season where we think Foggy's alive, but then it turns out by the end that he was a Skrull the whole time? Ass. Marvel, if they did that, it's ass. I actually don't even want them doing any more things with the Skrulls. I mean, if you're gonna do like something to do with the Marvels, or do like a Captain Marvel 4, or no, a Captain Marvel like 2 or 3, because they already had the 2, which was the Marvels. You could do Skrulls. You can have the Skrulls involved. That's fine. But other than that, no. Like, that would be so stupid if we went down a rabbit hole. Oh, Foggy was spotted at 7-Eleven. We go down the rabbit hole, and it ends up being a Skrull. Like, oh, we saw Foggy walk out of 7-Eleven with a hot dog. Oh, he's alive. Oh, shit. Like, I would be like, what the hell are you doing? I would be like, it probably would be one of the worst storylines I think Marvel would ever tell. On top of Secret Invasion. Like, no. The line from the rookie just trying to survive stood out to me. How easily, though, guys go along with the herd. Exactly. Yeah. Sky Dweller. Yeah, Sky Dweller, you're not wrong, because it's like, it's so easy for them because they want a reason to kill. They want a reason to put out their own justice. I mean, it's not too far-fetched that there's a lot of people that want to go and, corrupt the badge, want to like ruin the badge's name. We saw it. Gallo was saying that this is bullshit. Like, you guys are going against the code. You guys are going against the badge. You guys are doing, like, this isn't what the badge stands for. Like, he was on support of the badge stands for helping people, not using the task force and using it as like a way to run around and be a gun. Like, they're using Fisk, like, they're using the fact that Fisk made this task force is making it where they could just cause crime, make mayhem. Like, that's what they're doing, and they're calling it justice, and that's not it. And I love that. That's such a great storyline that they're doing right now, is that they think it's justice, but really it's not. You know what I mean? That badge was there for a reason, and they're doing their own version of justice underneath a so-called badge, which of course is the Punisher logo. So it's very, very interesting to see what they're doing. I mean, now that Talos is gone, I'm kind of done with damn Skrulls 2, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now we know where Dex has been till episode 1 and Born Again. Yeah, he's been in a psych ward. He's been in a psych facility. He's being rehabilitated. Like, that's what's happening. And like, I feel bad. I sort of feel, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's good that we could feel bad for a villain. But like, at the same time, a lot of people I know online are gonna be like, I don't want to feel bad for Dex. But I like the way that Dex is layered. They made him layered. Before, I didn't give a shit about Dex. I was like, you're a villain. I don't feel bad for you. I mean, the storyline of season 3, finding out Dex passed, I didn't feel bad for him. I was like, Dex, you're a murderer. You know what I mean? And you're using the job Fisk gave you to enact violence. And in a way, it's like Dex was lost, and him being at that psych facility was kind of him being, trying to be kind of like rehabilitated and be put on the right path. And I felt bad that like Vanessa was taking advantage of that and was putting him down the same path that Fisk sent him on, being a hired gun. You know what I mean? Being a weapon. And Vanessa saying like, that's what you're good at. That's what, like, that's who you are. You're a weapon. Blah, 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 blah. That's what you, that's your calling. There might be more to Dex. I mean, like, someone just needs to be there needs to be a right person to tell Dex, you can be more than what people see you as. Now, I don't know if they're going to go all that route, because then at the end of the day, people might be like, oh, they ruined Bullseye, oh, like, blah, 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 blah. But I would not be opposed to, like, kind of like an anti-hero, like a John Walker type deal for Dex, where he's not just a straight villain, but he can be an anti-hero, kind of like Punisher, anti-hero type deal. I would be down for that. I don't know if they'll go that route, but he doesn't like what he's doing. I feel like Dex just doesn't like it. I feel like, and it seems like, you know what I mean? In a way, he kind of made it, I don't know if anybody saw the symbolism here, but I saw symbolism where, like, Vanessa made him write his name in a contract, and I was like, this is like a deal with the devil. Like, he made another deal sort of with another devil. So it's like, damn, bro, like, Vanessa really is kind of like Fisk's knife in a way, because she's not afraid to kill. So it's like, and that's why she was wearing red, and more symbolism, that's why she was wearing red in episode 8, and he was wearing white. Because where every king has a sword, and like, in a way, Vanessa is Fisk's sword. And I feel like that was symbolism right there. She's not afraid to kill fools, and I feel like in a way, she really has that red devil making Bullseye sign the contract. Very Daredevil, very like devil-like, like making a deal with the devil. I kind of like that. I thought that was cool. In my personal opinion, I was kind of cooking a bit. At least that's what I thought. There's a lot of symbolism there. Okay, read that. As Marvel said, as much as it kills me to say this, I think Karen and Vanessa are both. Wait, what? Well, I don't want to finish that. In season 2, what? Are both goners in season? Oh, I thought you meant something else. Okay. You meant something else. I don't even want to say how I thought you meant. But you said, I hate to say it, but I think they're both goners in season 2. Okay, that's what you think, Marvel. Okay, maybe. Marvel, you said, and I also think Bullseye will probably die sometime early in season 2. Really? Okay, damn. Okay, you really think a lot of deaths are gonna happen? Okay, okay, Marvel. Roby, you said, and they mentioned my goat Nadim. They did. They did mention the goat Nadim, Roby. They did. Yo, Ultra Nerd, you said Frank and Matt team up fire. Perfect buddy cop duo. Yeah, really, really cool. Sorry, guys, I'm reading back. I was kind of going off on a spiel. I want to read back in the chat. Okay. I'm still watching it though. Okay, this is so peak. Okay, this you said, Ultra Nerd. Marvel said, okay, there were that. When Frank was yelling about he yell wait when Frank was yelling about he couldn't get coffee was so funny. Yeah, it was funny. When he was kind of going off in Matt's apartment saying, what can I do to get a good cup of coffee? Or you don't have any goddamn coffee. Yes, sir. Take a shot every time Zach says devil. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That'd be cool. I would do it if I drank. I would do it on stream if I actually drank, but I don't. Ultra, you said, I'm going to get back to watching the rest of the episode, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, cool. Watch it, Ultra Nerd, and let us know, because we're talking all spoilers. I don't want you getting spoiled. I'm drunk at that point. Wait, what? I'm drunk at that point. Gunnar. Yeah, I mean, guy, what you just said is what I thought he said. All right, I didn't even have to say it. You said it. That's funny that you knew exactly. Of course, the guy, you would know exactly what I thought Marvel meant. That's actually hilarious. Roby, you said that would be a waste of great villain. I mean, we've seen him for 2 episodes, and they left him survive this season. They sure have big plans for him. Oh, they definitely have big plans for him, Roby, in season 2. I mean, the fact that him and Matt are spotted together. Now, mind you, I think they're fighting because there was footage. I'm going to say it, spoilers for season 2 because it was some leaked footage for season 2. I'm going to say it. If you want to mute me, that's fine. I'll kind of give you guys the hand up, but I'm going to say 3, 2, 1 and say it, or give you guys a minute to mute it, and I'll put a hand up whenever I'm done. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there is footage of Bullseye and Daredevil literally looks like fighting inside Fogwell's gym, and they end up breaking through glass, and the task force is right behind them. But Bullseye runs away, and then Daredevil, like Matt, runs after him. So it looks like they might be fighting, possibly, and the task force finds them, or they're teaming up. And I don't know. If they're teaming up, that's crazy because Bullseye still killed Foggy. So if they're teaming up, would be crazy. I don't think that's what they were doing, though. I think they were fighting, and the task force found them. So that's also going to be interesting to see how that all goes. But it does have people talking, like, are they teaming up? Okay, I'm done talking about it now. But yeah. The guy stay in Arkham. Oh, man. Marvel, you said. Okay, that was to Roby. Good point, Marvel. Okay, yep. I didn't agree with Matt revealing himself to a group of people in previous seasons. He always thought about it before he did it. I mean, yeah, I could see that being very controversial. You're not wrong, Andrew. I could see your point. Like, you don't like the fact that you know what's funny? He revealed it to everybody except Kirsten. Did anybody else notice that? Kirsten wasn't there. So it's interesting he reveals it to a couple of cops that I didn't even know. Like, who are these extra cops? Like, who the hell are you? You weren't introduced. You're just revealing yourself. Or not necessarily. I don't know if they know Matt's Daredevil. I think they just know that Daredevil's back. The only ones that know Matt is Daredevil is Karen and also Cherry. So in a way, Andrew, technically we don't know if the other cops and know that Matt is Daredevil. They just know that Daredevil's here and is not along with what Fisk is doing. So in a way, they might not know. The only one that knows is Cherry and Karen. So we don't really know if he revealed, because he didn't take off his helmet. So we don't know. In a way, Josie just knows that Daredevil's in her bar. I don't know if she knows that Matt is Daredevil. She might find out. Maybe she'll find out in season 2. Maybe she already knows. Who knows? That's insane. If Bullseye and Daredevil team up, it would be Marvel. It really, really would. Marvel, you said, bro, I just realized what you thought I meant, Zach. Oh my, laughing my ass off. Nah, bro, I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Well, okay, okay. I don't know why I thought it, because I just saw that thing. I read it really quick, but yeah. Okay. It should have been Brett. Roby, it would be cool. It would really, really be cool if Brett came back. I heard the actor was supposed to be in this season. I heard there was like a rumor or there was like a thing that revealed about it. It could still happen in season 2. Let's not write it off just yet. It could still happen. I hope it happens. It would be really cool. People would be, that would be like a familiar face that would really kind of canonize things for us. And that's a character that I really, really loved, especially Matt and, or Daredevil and Brett's relationship. I really liked that in seasons 1, 2, and 3. It was really, really great. Marvel, you said, I hate that they didn't bring Mahoney back, dude. Such a good character. Marvel, I'm right there with you, right there with Roby. I love Mahoney. I love that character. I love Brett. Very, very close to Foggy. That would have also been interesting if they would have brought him back. Just to have the interconnectivity of like if anybody like feels that loss, it would also be Brett, because Brett and Foggy go way back. So that would have been very interesting if Brett was in the show. Maybe also with Cherry. I mean, I wouldn't mind having both Brett and Cherry. The more the merrier. The more kind of what's the word? Kind of like allies for Daredevil, for Matt. The more the merrier. And I think going into season 2, Matt's gonna need as many allies as possible. So Brett might come back. He might. My internet kept buffering during the episode. It was pissing me off, bro. I mean, Marvel, that would piss me off too. The fact that the Wi-Fi buffering, I hate when that happens. That's happened to me multiple times before on stream. I'm lucky enough that I actually have the extension to the router right next to the PC, interconnected to the PC, so I don't have to worry about buffering anymore. Very, very glad, unless it's something that's like not our problem in the house, but like if like a power line goes out down the street or something happens, yeah, the Wi-Fi could probably be a bit iffy, but I haven't had any issues, knock on wood, or knock on desk. I don't even know if technically this is wood, but yeah, I totally get what you mean. But like I said, I thought it was a pretty solid episode. Great fight sequences, like I said, with Punisher and Daredevil. I love that team up. I'm excited to like let you guys know where I put these episodes. I think I'm going to do that now, and I want to know what your guys' ranking is of the episodes of season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. So let's get it off rip. Episode 9 is my favorite episode. I really, really enjoyed this episode. So episode 9 is number 1. Episode 6 is my number 2. Episode, I want to say 5 is my number 3. 8 is my number 4. Then I would say 3 is my number 5. Then I would say 7 is my number 6. And then I would say 4 is my number 7. And then 1 is my number 8. And then 2 is my number 9. That's how I would rank the episodes of Daredevil Born Again. That's my ranking of the season so far. Now, I want to hear your guys' ranking. How would you guys rank the episodes? Jamaica, nice to see you. I was wondering when you were going to come in. The Kingpin killed... the Kingpin kill was cool. Yeah, it was. When he was smushing Gallows' head. Very, very violent. Totally outdoes the season 1 smashing the head in the car door. For sure. We all kind of agreed on that. But that's my ranking of season 1. I want to hear what your guys' ranking is of Daredevil Born Again. Let me know the episodes. If you have to pull up Disney Plus, or you can use this as a template, me having it up right here. But how would you rank the episodes of Daredevil Born Again of season 1? Okay, now this is going to be the fun part. How would I rank the seasons? Because it's canon, how would I rank the seasons? For me personally, which I guess we can pop it up right now. We can actually use this real quick. Let's type in Daredevil. Or do the Daredevil collection. That's what we'll do. A lot easier. Okay. Let's pull up Daredevil. So I'm on 3. Let's go season 1. So season 1, season 2, season 3. And of course, then we have Daredevil Born Again, as you guys saw. So, how I would rank the seasons of Daredevil is I would do Daredevil season 3, Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil season 2, Daredevil season 1. That is my ranking of the Daredevil seasons. Like I said, season 3, Born Again, season 2, season 1. That is my ranking. Now, mind you, I think there's a possibility if season 2 is like beyond better than season 1, because now that they have Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead as like the head directors, and they have Dario Scardepan, I think that's his name, the writer, as the main writer, they could outdo season 3. They could. They very well could. If the cooking from what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing, there's a possibility they could outdo season 3. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think it's not bad that I put this right next to after season 3, and I do 2 and then 1. That's very impressive. It outdid, for me personally, 2 seasons of Daredevil, and especially a season 2 that I love, because initially my ranking was 3, 2, 1 in reverse of how they were released. So I think it's very impressive for me personally that Daredevil Born, especially for it being a mix-up of writers, some, overhaul with the writers, and you know what I mean, and like I don't know if the director was overhauled. I think it was I think the original directors left, or the writers and directors, and they got new people in. But it's very impressive to me that I would even say it's better than season 2. Don't get me wrong, I love season 2, but I'm gonna say I think it goes a little bit above season 2 for me personally. You're crazy. Well, it's my ranking. Big C. It's my ranking. Like I said, I still think season 3 of Daredevil is top, because I think it's the best. I think it outdoes season 2, and I think it outdoes season 1. The fact that I'm saying Born Again goes after season 3, and then 2, and then 1 isn't so crazy. But I want to hear your ranking. Where do you put this all the way at the bottom? I feel like there's going to be I feel like there will be people that are biased, because a lot of people don't like this show. So I feel like a lot of people are going to say, oh, this is at the way bottom. But I'm going to be honest. I like season 1 of Daredevil, but it's not the best. It's not better than 2. It's not better than 3. And I think for what they did here, and the thing that it being in the MCU and the things that they've done here, I think it goes a bit above season 2. It doesn't beat season 3. But yeah, that's just my take. I want to hear everybody else's take. How would you rank the seasons of Daredevil, and how would you rank these episodes? Let me hear your ranking, Big C. I want to hear your ranking. Like how would you rank the episodes, or how would you rank the seasons? Let's go off that first. How would you rank the seasons of Daredevil, and then how would you rank the episodes of Daredevil Born Again? I'm putting out my opinion, so that's the way I see it. I'm putting out my opinion. I'm speaking my truth on what I think. I don't think I'm that crazy, to be honest, because I still think season 3 is the best, and season 3 is the best, even out of 2 and 1. So yeah, and I think honestly, season 2, there's a possible chance it could beat season 3, and that makes me very excited. And again, a lot of people won't like that, because there's gonna be Netflix stans that just won't want to see growth, or see what Marvel's doing beat what Netflix did, but it can happen. It's a reality we live in. If you get great writers and get great stunt coordinators and get great directors, you can beat previous seasons of shows. The Netflix writers and directors beat their previous seasons. They just kept topping it, so it's not impossible. So like you got to be honest with yourself. Andrew, you said, for me, episode 4 with Punisher would have to be higher. That reveal and excitement level of seeing him again was something I will never get back for the first time. Okay. Well, how would you rank the other episodes? Like, if you could really say it, like, rank them. Say, like, episode 1, like, you can say episode 1, 4, episode 2, whatever. Like, I want to know your ranking, guys. Like, let me know the full ranking of, like, where would you put it. Maybe season 3 is better than Born Again. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I mean, that's fine. That's the thing I love about this, is that it might take us a couple of days. Hell, it might take us a couple of weeks to kind of digest the finale here and kind of give your overall sum up of where you put this, because we can't ignore the fact that this is canon. So it needs to be in a rank somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like it's not separate. This is canon to what happened from the 3 previous seasons of Daredevil. So it's like, where would you rank it? It's like, it might take a minute, and I totally expect that maybe people aren't too sure where they rank the episodes so far season 1. They're not too sure where they'd even put the season amongst the other 3 previous seasons. For me, I'm pretty set on what my rank is of the seasons. 3, Born Again, 2, 1. Me personally. I sure as shit don't think that this season goes below season 1. Hell fucking no. Don't get me wrong. I like season 1, but I don't think it's better. I don't think season 1's better than this. For me personally, because I really enjoyed this season. Mix up and all, I enjoyed the direction that they went. And think about it. They were very ballsy. I don't even think the Netflix director would have killed Foggy off. Like, you got to take they were ballsy this season. They killed Foggy. And as far as I can tell, they stuck to their guns. So I gotta give credit where credit is due about that. You know what I mean? It's just, hey, bro, do you mind saying your ranking for the seasons one more time? Cause I missed. Yes. So my ranking of the seasons is Daredevil season 3, Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil season 2, Daredevil season 1. That is my ranking of the seasons. For me, Terrell, you said for me the episodes 9, 8, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 7, 5. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. Okay, so you said 9, okay, as your number 1, 8 as your number 2, okay. 3 as your number that's a good 3 is a really great episode. 3 as your number 4. 4 as your number 4 is your number 4 is your number 4, okay. Okay. 5, so for your number 5, you said 6 is your number 5. So, okay. 1 as your number, 6? Okay. 2 as your number 7. All right, okay. 7 as your number 8. All right, okay. I see you. 7 as your number 8. Okay, so episode 7 as your number 8. Where's 7? Okay, 7 as your number 8. And then 5 as your number 9. Okay. All right, solid. That's an interesting ranking. Okay, cool. People are acting like this is not focusing on the same character they love. I know, right? They're acting like this is a complete different thing. Like, I like to ignore those people because it's like, you're never going to be happy. Like, you're never going to be happy. It's like, it's sad to think that the Netflix lovers of the show aren't happy. Like, that's crazy to me. I'm never going to understand that. It's wild, okay? Just finished What the Fuck Peak. I think Punisher special will be about his prison break. That would be interesting. Honestly, that would be dope. Good theory. Keep that theory for when we get our first trailer or learn more about the special. Fisk ripped Bro's head. Yes, he did. Oh my god. Oh yeah, my ranking for the episodes of Born Again: 9, 4, 3, 8, 1, 7, 6, 2, 5. Okay. All right, let's look at that real quick. Let's look at it here. So episode 9 is number 1. Okay. Episode 4 is your number 2. Okay. 3 as your number 3. Okay. 8 as your number 4. Episode 8 is your number 4. Okay. 1 as your number 5. Okay. I see you. 7 as your number 6. 7 as your number 6. Okay. 6 as your number 8. Okay. Or 6 as your number 8, I believe. Yeah. Or number 7, yeah. 2 as your number 8. Okay. 2 is your number 8. Episode 2 is your number 8. And then 5 as your number 9. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for letting me know your ranking. Thank you. Of the episodes. Terrell, you said you want to know what's funny about the people complaining. They act like that this wasn't done in the comics in terms of Matt went through and his Catholic guilt. Exactly. it's sad, but they're gonna, of course, there are gonna be people like that. I mean, if people don't like it, that's fine. But when you shit on other people's opinion, that's actually crazy because guess what? That dude that came in here still hasn't given his opinion. So just came in here to probably hear what people said. Like, oh, people, I bet you he's probably, I mean, I don't want to speak for someone, but judging on the fact that when I said, hey, let me see your ranking and let me see where you put the seasons in your season ranking, bro didn't respond. So I take it, bro went around looking at people's live streams like, oh, people can't really think that this was good or this season was good because, you know, at the end of this, people are going to give their episode ranking, give their, where they put this in the season ranking. So just came in here to hate. Like I said, if you're still in here, big, I forget what the hell it was, like Big C, whatever the hell, I don't even know what it was. I'm trying to remember. I can't even find this person's thing even. Whatever. But like I said, if you're still in here, let me know your ranking of the episode ranking of Born Again. Let me know where you put this in the seasons. I swear if I hear one more person call this show Daredevil Bored Again, that's sad. That's sad if people are calling it that. That's actually sad. You know what I mean? People, all they want is poo poo or pow pow, this and that. All episodes trash in my opinion. Lester, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's cool. I mean, it's your opinion. I mean, where would you put this? Actually, better yet, I don't even need you to answer that. You probably put this like at last out of all the other Daredevil seasons. Am I correct? Are you gonna say why you think they were all trash? Or are you just gonna say that? I'm just curious, because that's another thing. When people, when they say just things are trash, and that's just a thing where like Marvel fans say, "Oh, that movie was trash," or "Oh, that show was trash." Are you gonna say why you think it was trash, or are you just gonna is that your thing? Just trash. I'm just curious, because I like when people actually give an explanation of why they think it was bad. You can't just say all episodes were trash and then not say why. That's actually crazy. So roast him, guys. I mean, honestly, that's quite wild. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I want to be like I said, my motto: love, positivity, and motivation. But I also want to be real with people. You can't just say you think something is trash without giving an explanation. Like that's weird to me. Because I feel like at the end of the day, that's rage bait. You're trying to rage bait, like the other dude was trying to do. Like that dude still hasn't given his opinion on where he puts this season amongst the 3 previous seasons of Daredevil, and even giving me a listing on why you think these episodes are bad. Like you guys actually got to give explanations, because I feel like at the end of the day, like you're just bots. I feel like people like that are just bots and rage baiters, bots, rage baiters, followers that they just don't. Some people don't have their own opinions and give their reason on why they think that. They just want to kind of chime in with everybody else, and I just want explanation. So, and again, like respectfully too, like if you think they were all trash, that's fine. I just would like to know your explanation, because it's just, you can't just say that in someone's thing and not say why. But whatever. But yeah, guys, I want to know everybody else's opinion. How would you guys, for the people that didn't put their listing in of how they listed the episodes and ranking the episodes of season 1, like how would you rank season 1? And also, where would you put this amongst the other seasons? Like, I want to know. I'm trying to think of anything else that I liked about the episodes too. I'm trying to think of anything else, because I gave you guys my ranking. I don't know if it might change, because like I said, I loved episode 3. Episode 3 was such a standout to me, and I don't remember where I put that in the rank. But I really, really liked episode 3. It definitely was a highlight episode, along with episode 5. Like, those are the episodes that, yeah, were a little bit slow, but have, like, very great payoff. Especially, episode 3 was very, very, like, people wanted more lawyer stuff. That was episode 3. People wanted more kind of, Matt doing his thing outside of his suit. That was episode 5. And I you know what I mean? I really do like those episodes are very highly on my rank list, because I think if I'm correct, I'd have to go back and how I rank the episodes, but those are definitely one of my those are definitely higher up on the list than episodes 2 and 1, for sure. I wish we got Foggy flashbacks. We will, Ultra Nerd, in season 2. Foggy, or was it Eldon Henson, was confirmed to be in season 2 by what was it? It was I forget what his name was, but the head over of Marvel Television, he got confirmed that he's going to be in season 2. So they're going to be flashbacks because clearly he's not alive still. It's going to be flashbacks. I think we will in season 2. Marvel, you're definitely correct. We will definitely see them in season 2. Maybe even more of a lead up to like how it was with like Karen, Foggy, and Matt, how it was with their law firm. We might see some flashbacks to that. Maybe he's reminiscing. We might see some flashbacks. I can just say, where are the other heroes? You said it. Where are they? Most of the heroes live in New York. Exactly. It's going to be interesting to see where they're at, what they've been up to since their seasons and since their movies. Do you think the opening scene makes sense now with Vanessa and Dex? Yeah. Because they did explain that a bit. Now, mind you, I think it explains my issues that I had because I was like, why would Dex want to work with Vanessa? Well, look where he was at. He was in was it a rehabilitating center? Like, you know what I mean? Like prison, and he wanted to get out. He was at like a vulnerable state where like he could be manipulated or to be kind of coerced to leave. Be like, I only have 2 options. I stay in here and I don't really like it much in here, and I'm kind of like, you know, he looked very droopy because of the drugs, or do a hit for Vanessa and be free. And in a way, he did the hit for Vanessa, but he wasn't free. He got put in prison, and then Vanessa put a hit out on him. So it's kind of like, or Fisk put a hit out on him. So it's kind of like he couldn't win, and now he's essentially free, but now he's being hunted down by the task force. So I do now. I don't feel as angry as I did before. Like, it doesn't make sense in Dex's character to want to work for Vanessa. But she got him at a vulnerable state where he just felt like he didn't have a choice. He was either stay there, locked up, being drugged, and them trying to rehabilitate him, but I don't even know if that was essentially even that. Or, you know, he goes, kills, and gets let free. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Dex, and I think that's good character development, good storytelling, character development that he just felt. I feel like Dex, as of right now, doesn't know who he is and doesn't have any sense of direction. And I like how we kind of have that with him instead of him just being a hired gun and just be kind of like killing people. I like the idea that we're kind of, we might learn more about Dex or like where he's kind of at as a character in season 2, which is going to be interesting to me. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You said, I think we'll get, you said, I think we will get a mention about Mayor Fisk in Thunderbolts. I hope so, Marvel. I really, really hope so. You said, where is Kate Bishop, Spider-Man, Luke Cage? That makes me mad. I feel you, especially with Spider-Man. People starting Washington level riots. They really are in New York. They really are. And I feel like, how could Spider-Man, and this must, I mean, if they're not going to mention Fisk, or if they're not going to have Fisk make a cameo in Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 4 has to be before Fisk becomes mayor. Has to be. For it to make sense. But we'll just have to wait and see until we start getting more insight on Spider-Man 4, start getting trailers. We really don't know where this takes place. Spider-Man 4 takes place in amongst all this. We really won't know. What the fuck? How do you think Bullseye will end up dying whenever that is? I don't know if he'll end up dying, Marvel. We'll just have to wait and see. I really don't know. He might or he might not. It would be interesting if they did kill him off. I don't know if they will, though. I feel like he's too much of a Daredevil staple villain to kill him off. I don't think so. Same as that, we don't think they'll ever kill off Fisk. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And the reveal that Red Hook is a free port which crimes can't be committed, and that's how Vanessa flows all the money from. Exactly, Terrell. It's going to be interesting to see how that all kind of, what she can do with that, where that's going to go in season 2. Maybe, like, there's multiple villains. Now that I'm thinking to myself, what about the villains that, you know, because think about the crime locations in the MCU. Think about, I forget the name of it. What's it? What was the crime place that Zemo took Bucky and Sam to? I can't remember the name of the place, but there's that. Is any of the because and that's where a whole bunch of villains do crime shit. What if some of that stuff gets sent over to New York via Fisk, via like Vanessa and Fisk? It's gonna be interesting. I feel like there's gonna be names of like maybe villains that we've heard of before, or maybe that are gonna be that they want to confirm that they're in the world of the MCU. I feel like that now that Red Hook is available as like Vanessa's money laundering, it could bring in so many like hell. Like we could see maybe Sharon Carter pop up in season 2, maybe working for Fisk. We don't like we. The possibilities are endless. Maybe we could also see Sidewinder pop up in season 2 of Daredevil, maybe like with the money laundering and stuff like that. Who knows? Terrell, you said Vincent D'Onofrio had said that Kingpin can't be in Spider-Man 4 because of the legal rights. Yep. With the character for Sony, so he can only appear in Marvel, and Sony worked something out. Oh yeah. Marvel said, bro, how can Fisk say Gallo resigned? I mean, aren't people gonna be filing a missing persons report on him? And just like Ben Urich, wouldn't he be the main suspect? Exactly. I mean, Fisk doesn't care. He has people looking at him like the golden boy. I don't know. I really don't know how that's gonna go. I feel like that will bite him in the ass though. That will get like when like he gets put away in prison, or like they find out that he's doing shit. That will be one of his things on his rap sheet that he killed Gallo. I bet there's some information. I mean, technically there is witness. It's the girl that set up Gallo to be killed, which that girl was fucked for that. I was really messed up that she did that. But she's a witness. What Fisk did. So there is an eyewitness on what happened. There's multiple other people that probably will turn on him when he gets put away in prison. I love Giancarlo. Yeah, I love Giancarlo. Yeah, he is great. What did you say? Darkman? I forget what you said because it got redacted. Vincent D'Onofrio says he wants to play... Wait. Vincent D'Onofrio says he wants to play Swamp Thing. Oh, okay. I think for the DCU, I don't think that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the crossovers between James poaching a lot of the Marvel actors to go over to DC. I don't really like that. I find that it's like there's other talent out there. Can you please go like? Because it just takes away of the escapism, in my personal opinion, and I also think it's weird that he's poaching a lot of people. I think it's weird. But yeah, like I said, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I gave my ranking of the episodes. I gave my ranking of the seasons. I heard a lot of your guys' ranking of the episodes, and I'm still waiting to hear people's ranking of the seasons. Where would you rank this among the other seasons of Daredevil, the 3 previous seasons? But it is 11:10, so I do want to get out of here pretty soon. I think I'm going to end it like in a few minutes here. So before I go, guys, where would you rank this season of Daredevil Born Again amongst the 3 previous seasons of Daredevil? And let me know before we get out of here, for anybody that didn't let me know their episode rank listings for Daredevil Born Again, let me know before we get out of here. If anybody's new, subscribe, because we're going to be doing this for Ironheart, pre-show and after-party spoiler discussions. We're also going to be doing this for probably Eyes of Wakanda. If they do it early, we'll probably do an after-party spoiler discussion. I'll kind of give you like a review, because these are like reviews. The after-party spoiler discussions where I get to talk about the episodes and kind of give my review on the episode. So we'll be doing it probably for Eyes of Wakanda, the after-party part. We'll probably be doing it also for Marvel Zombies, the after-party part, where I kind of give you guys like my review of the episodes and talk to you guys about it, along with some other projects probably. As of right now, over on Patreon, I am doing Last of Us Season 2 reactions. If you're interested, go to my Patreon. It's listed under the $5 and $10 tier if you guys are interested. I also did reactions for Season 1 of The Last of Us. You guys can go check that out as well underneath the $5 or $10 tier, depending on what you guys choose. I'm also doing reactions for Season 2, technically Season 15 of Doctor Who. So if you guys want to go watch those reactions as well, for the Season 1, you guys can go watch my Season 1 reactions for Doctor Who. And you guys can also, join me on my watch for Season 2 every week. every Saturday for a new episode of Doctor Who, and also every Sunday you guys can watch my reactions. Or is it no? Is it yeah, Sunday for The Last of Us season 2. You guys can watch those reactions every Sunday. Okay, so so you said second best. Okay, second best. Okay. Season 3, Born Again, Season 1, Season 2. Okay, cool, Terrell. Thank you for letting me know. Kind of you flip seasons 2 and 1, but yeah, very much. Actually, I have Born Again. No, yeah. You just flipped it. Okay, yeah, you just flipped seasons 2 and 1, and it would be mine. So that's cool. Marvy said, honestly, I might have to it as Daredevil season 2, season 1, season 3, and then Born Again season 1. I'm so conflicted on it. Okay, well that's fine, Marvel. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Probably season 2, season 1, Born Again. What about season 3? Did you say season 3? I know you haven't said season 3. You have to let me know where you put season 3 and all that. Marvel said, are you doing your Friday chill stream? Marvel, probably I am. It just depends on how the week goes. I know that I have a cleaning in the morning. So depending on how I feel, I'll probably do a chill stream. It might be from home or it might be from the studio. I have no clue. We'll play it by ear. I'll probably let you guys know earlier before 8 or 7 or before 8 or 9 o'clock, because that's when I usually do the chill streams. I'll probably let you guys know earlier Friday if I'm doing it or not, or probably prior Thursday I'll let you know if we're doing one on Friday. And season 3 is after Born Again. Okay, cool. So Born Again first. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Or are you saying season 2, season 1, Born Again, and then season 3? Okay, so you said season 3 after Born Again. Okay, wow. So you put season 3 after Born Again. So season 2, 1, Born Again, and then season 3. Oh, damn. Okay. I don't remember all of season 3. It's at last right now. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ultra Nerd. Like I said, guys, I really appreciate you guys letting me know what your rankings are of the seasons of Daredevil, what your ranking is of the episodes of season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. I really appreciate it. You guys are very genuine. I love you guys. Even though even though I say it all the time, I love you guys. Thank you guys for all coming in here and joining me for these pre-show and after-party spoiler discussions for Daredevil Born Again season 1. I'm going to say it again. We're going to be back here for season 2 next year for the pre-show and after-party spoiler discussion. I love doing these. They are great. I'm glad that I get to take a break for a bit with the pre-show and after-party spoiler discussions, because like I said, it's very, like, you have to set up a lot. The description, the hashtags, the pre-streamer. There's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot to do these, but I love doing them for you guys. It's truly been the best doing these pre-show and after-party discussions. I've been doing them for a while now. I remember when I didn't have my PC at the time and I used to do them through my phone and my iPad, or like my mini laptop, and I used my phone to and I actually used to watch the episodes. It was before I did Patreon. I used to watch the episodes live and just have my phone on me. Like the live chat would be on my phone and it would be pointed towards me when I'd be watching and reacting to the episode with headphones on. I didn't show the camera or anything. But I've been able to, via, with your, with so many of you guys finding my channel and joining my channel, I was able to get a PC, be able to start my own Patreon, and just do amazing things here on the channel. So I just want to say thank you for everybody joining me doing these. It's been a blast. So I just want to say thank you for everybody doing it. I'm looking forward to to Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. Or are you looking forward to? Yeah, of course I am. Yes, Thunderbolts out of theater, non-spoiler and spoiler review will be on probably Thursday, Thursday, May 1st. So look forward to that. I'm going to be doing an out of theater review. I might wait to do spoilers maybe on stream, or maybe I'll do the spoilers at the end and then also do a spoiler talk stream with you guys. If you guys prefer that, I don't know, I might do that. Maybe like non-spoiler at the beginning, spoilers at the end, and then spoiler talk. Maybe I'll do that on that Saturday where we all get to talk about what we all thought about Thunderbolts. Or maybe I'll do it Friday. Whatever you guys prefer. If you guys prefer it Thursday or Friday. Probably, most likely Saturday would be better, because I'm actually... My bro Troy is talking about taking a trip to, I think, Ohio to watch Thunderbolts in IMAX, because our IMAX theater is under construction. So we might do that. So probably not Friday, that spoiler talk, but probably that Saturday. I might try to, maybe I'll try to do stuff like that, spoiler talk, where we talk about like movies and stuff. Like, and we'll also be doing that for Fantastic Four, non-spoiler, out of the theater, maybe spoilers at the end. Saturday will be the spoiler talk stream. I might try to add that in, something new, so we can still do streams and stuff and add on to chill streams. So yeah. Are we doing watch parties for Punisher special? A watch party for Punisher special? Probably a pre-show. Yeah, probably. I don't know about watch party, but probably a pre-show and probably after party spoiler discussion where we talk about the special. Might do that. So thank you for asking. Who asked that? Marvel. Thank you for giving me that idea. We might actually do that. Alternative said, we love you too, Zach. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. Was it? These watch parties have been great. Thanks, man. We love you too, bro. Thank you, Marvel. I appreciate it so much. Roby, hearts back to you too. Are you doing it for X-Men 97 Season 2 watch parties? Oh, of course we are. Of course we are. Yo, look. Okay, so for X-Men 97, how I did it, because they dropped in the morning, I watched the episode, did an after-party spoiler discussion. That's probably what we're going to be doing for Marvel Zombies, because it's probably going to drop maybe in the morning, maybe, and we'll do an after-party spoiler discussion. And kind of what we will do for the animated shows, we will do what we did for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which was after party spoiler discussion after the episodes dropped in the morning. So of course we're going to be back here for X-Men 97 like we did for the previous season. We'll be doing the same thing. Who stay safe in Ohio? Only in Ohio. Yeah. Honestly, I'm hoping I'm going with Troy. Hopefully it goes well. I think it's Ohio we're going, I think. But I'm excited. I'm excited because we're going to be going to a Regal theater, I think, and we're going to be seeing it in IMAX. So I'm excited because I get to check out a new theater. It's going to be a fun experience. Maybe we'll do a vlog to go see Thunderbolts in IMAX. Might do it. I've been talking to Troy about doing it. If we're going to take that trip, I was like, let's vlog it. We'll go see the movie in IMAX. Of course, I would have already seen the movie because I'm going to be seeing the movie in Dolby Thursday, but we'll vlog the trip, maybe show off the theater. And then maybe I'll wait to do my spoiler talk after I see it in IMAX the second day. And then the spoiler segment, not on Thursday. I'll do the non-spoiler Thursday Dolby for the channel. Spoiler IMAX Friday when we take our trip /vlog /spoiler IMAX review. And then Saturday I'll do spoiler talk where we all talk about Thunderbolts. That's probably what we're going to be doing. I got to watch X-Men 97 Season 1, bro. Marvel, it's good. Go watch it. It's good. It's really, really good. Regal is great. I don't have a Regal theater here in my city, so I'm very excited to check it out. So I'll probably take you guys along with me on that vlog on that Friday. So there's things to look forward to. And also my figure shelf tour is coming soon. I'm starting to get ready to film it, so I think I'm going to be filming that, and it's going to be releasing before the end of April. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be coming. But guys, I'm going to be ending stream now. Are you doing Eyes of Wakanda watch party? Ultra Nerd, I'm going to be doing not a watch party, but I'm going to be doing kind of what I did for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Because depending on when they drop Eyes of Wakanda, when they drop Marvel Zombies, I don't know if they're going to be 3 a.m. releases. I don't know if they're going to be early 9 a.m. releases. I don't know. But regardless, if they're 3 a.m., I'm not going to be watching them until in the morning. So expect how I did Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, where I'd watch the episode in the morning, and then the after party will probably start around 10 or 11 o'clock, maybe noon, maybe around 12. So that way a lot of you guys can get in here. So I'll probably start that, I'll probably react to the episode around 11, and then I'll do the after party around probably 12 in the afternoon, just to make sure everybody can get in here. And it's not too early in the morning. I'll probably do them probably around noon, 11 to noon. And that's probably what I'll do. So that way I can sleep in, and then, eat something and then get ready to watch the episode and then do a live stream to talk about Marvel Zombies, Eyes of Wakanda, whatever. But I'm excited. Just know live talks are coming. Spoiler talk, live after party spoiler talks are coming. We will be doing it. If you were here for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, if you were here for X-Men 97 Season 1, that's exactly what we're going to be doing for these animated shows. So stay tuned. It's coming. They auto just release all the episodes, all of it at 9 p.m. Honestly, if they do that, I will be doing pre-show. Watch all the episodes. Dude, if they do that, I'm going to be up late. So I hope they kind of don't do that, because I would feel bad that you guys would be staying up to wait for me to do the after party spoiler discussion. It'd be, depending on how long the episodes are, if they're short, most likely the stream will probably be around, like, I don't know, 11 to 12, maybe around 11, depending on how short those episodes are. I hope that they don't do that. I would like them to release every episode every week. Release an episode a week, because it's fun for us to do it. You know what I mean? It lasts longer and it's fun. But guys, I'm going to end stream here. But like I said, I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.